Welcome to Oman.
Upon our arrival in Muscat, our taxi driver eagerly presents us with a portfolio of tours. This is very common in Oman, but we won't be needing any of that. We are here for a proper road trip, and this time we are bringing my parents along.
Let's go!
Let's go, boys, guys.
Let's go, guys!
Go, guys.
We've rented a car for 10 days, but we'll only be spending one day in the capital. Mutra Souk is the perfect introduction to Omani culture. We stroll through the bustling market where locals shop for various goods, and the air is filled with the rich scent of frankincense, an essential part of Oman's heritage.
We're going to Carrefour to load up.
Early the next morning, we start preparing for our journey by stocking up on groceries and camping equipment.
So actually at Carrefour we found all the camping equipment, so we're going with the cheapest sleeping bag. And we're trying, instead of a sleeping mattress, to take this picnic towel. Let's see if it works.
It took us some time, but we are finally all set and heading into the mountains.
So it's 12:30, we finally made all the groceries we needed and we're heading north towards the mountains. And the biggest challenge was to find the stove and the gas cartridge. Like, first we bought like the top part and then we couldn't find the bottom one. We went to 2-3 shops and at the end we found an Indian hypermarket where we rebought the entire thing, but at least we have everything. We're heading to the camping.
So we are autonomous.
Autonomous. Road tripping!
To the wilderness!
On the way, we pass by an abandoned village in the middle of a dry riverbed. We can't resist stopping to climb up and explore what remains of it. For our first night, we set up camp near a small river. One of the things that makes Oman unique is that wild camping is not only common, but also completely legal. As long as you are respectful and don't disturb anyone, you can pitch your tent almost anywhere.
We bought this piece of sheet and we're able to heat water once, and then the tap started turning in the void, like not turning anymore the rod. So now we're stuck with this tool and we're trying to construct or to find a stone that would allow us to turn this piece.
Because we want hot tea.
Because we want tea.
Where's the stone?
We brought our tent and sleeping bags from Europe, while my parents opted to sleep in the trunk of the car. The only things we had to buy were some extra sleeping bags and picnic blankets. The next day, a long drive through the mountains awaits us. The roads are almost empty, apart from the occasional herd of goats we pass along the way.
So in the Little Snake Canyon, and for a while we were completely alone. It's completely dramatic. The walls are extremely high around us, and here's a big pool of water, so we have to go back because the parents don't want to follow us. But I think that if you're adventurous, it continues this way, and yeah, it looks great. Yeah, Little Snake Canyon, remember it.
It's a nice spot.
So it turns out that in Little Snake Canyon there are snakes. We've seen one as we're exiting, and thank God, because otherwise we would have been too spooked to continue. Basically, it was in the water, a pretty long grayish snake. No idea if it's dangerous or anything, but yeah, be prepared. You need a 4x4.
Driver?
All good, under control.
The steep incline takes a toll on our car, so we make a short stop to let it rest. We snag in the company of friendly mountain goats that, as you can see, are not shy at all.
They have a red warning flashing telling us to stop, and apparently it would be the temperature of the car. But then, I don't know, we stopped a few minutes ago, we opened, let it cool down, and now it reappeared. And we still have to go up that hill, so I don't know. Super hot. Third stop, but we're gonna make it. But the best part is the car decided to stop with this beautiful view. It took us, I think, 3 hours from that canyon to reach here, Hamra city, and the drive is epic. The views are incredible. It's really demanding for the car and the driver. And yeah, just the landscapes are crazy. And we found lots of goats, very nice people, like all around the mountains. We all say hi to each other. And now we got to this place, Alhambra. We didn't book in advance because we thought we would be camping, but we're a bit tired. And we just found this last room available on booking. And well, this is the view, on the mountains, all directions. Did you know that you can get a fine in Oman if your car is too dirty? That's why Lisa is doing the job here, to avoid the police.
Al-Hamra is a charming historical town nested in the foothills of the Hajar Mountains. It offers a glimpse into Omani heritage with its ancient oases and centuries-old houses. One of these homes has been transformed into a living museum, Bait al-Safa, where we get to experience traditional Omani customs and daily life. Local women demonstrate how to make Omani bread, which we get to taste, as well as how to grind and brew kahwa, the traditional Omani coffee.
We're in a Beit al-Safa museum, and it's super fun. Like, you get to dress in typical Omani fashion. We have a demonstration of how to make the date molas, some oil, some perfume, and now we're gonna get to the coffee. Honestly, for 3 real, super worth it. Like, we're having a lot of fun. And this house is super traditional. It was made 400 years ago. And it's made out of stone, clay, and date wood on the roof.
From Al-Hamra, we continue toward another historic town, Bahla.
So we're in the Bahla Fort. It's a very old 12th century fortress that has been in a really devastated state a few years back, and then it got inscribed in the UNESCO heritage, and they were reconstructing it for over 25 years, and right now it's really very impressive. Unfortunately, everything is about exterior. There is like many rooms you can enter, but they are all bare and there's not much to see inside. But from outside, it's huge and the views are amazing.
This is such a strange place. Like, all the walls are empty. And like, it's just rooms and rooms, just empty walls that used to store items. And while it's amazing that they restored, the fort, and like, it's kept. Like, it really lacks tourist information. You don't know what you're looking at. I wish there would be another guide or guys that you could hire when you get here. What are we looking at?
Our final stop for the day is Nizwa, one of Oman's most culturally significant towns, where we will be staying for 2 nights. Apart from its impressive fort, Nizwa is best known for its lively market.
So we are here in the Nizwa market, and it's a huge souk that has different departments. There is department for almost anything like crafts, fish, meat, sweets, dates, and also every Friday a goat market, which is right behind me, but as we are here on Monday there are no goats. But this market is really famous for the goats. People from all the country come here to sell the best breed of goats, and apparently it's really a spectacle to see. Unfortunately, we didn't plan it to be here on time. Anyway, if you can plan it to be here on Friday.
I cannot believe it's such an incredible architecture in the middle of the desert. We found the museum by chance, and already from the highway you see this huge triangle shape. And we came closer, and this is what we find. Wow, we just exited the museum. We spent 2 hours inside, and we are mind blown. It puts the bar very high for the museums of the future. It's so interactive, modern, and the people are knowledgeable. There is guides all over the place that come to talk to you and explain what's going on.
We spent about 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours, and the museum is brand new. It was opened less than 2 years ago, and so it was basically a legacy from the Sultan that reigned for 50 years in Oman, and he left this for the country as part of the vision for the future of the country.
At the end there is a part that is dedicated for the Oman Renaissance, which is the last 50 years of the country. This past Sultan really modernized the country while still keeping it traditional, and it explains a lot about the politics and how the country is planning to go forward. We are very happy we found it.
Yes.
It is unexpected surprise on our road trip of Oman.
For sure. We are now in Aflaj. It's a typical Omani irrigation system that was created 5,000 years ago. In Arabic it means splitting parts, so basically it was meant to distribute the water from the different fields, and the water could come from underground, from a spring, or from the rainwater. And you can see them all over the country. It's really like an amazing work of engineering that allowed them to use like the scarce resource that was water, to grow these green fields.
I don't like it.
Oh, wait, push. This is the village. If you're coming to visit the village of Al-Sugra, which by the way you should, it's super cool and the coffee is great, make sure you have a 4x4 because the last part of the road is unpaved and extremely steep. So actually not sure if we're gonna be like so comfortable going back up, but it's definitely worth the detour.
Saiq is famous for its cool temperatures, making it a refreshing escape with stunning views. Before sunset, we take a short trip to a nearby village with beautiful terraced farms. This area is particularly famous for its roses, which bloom between March and May. We end the day with a small picnic overlooking the mountains. Setting up chairs and drinking tea outdoors is a beloved tradition throughout the Middle East, and we find ourselves surrounded by locals doing exactly the same thing. From Nizwa, we have a 4-hour drive ahead of us. This time, the goats are replaced by camels, which we spot everywhere along the empty roads.
Well, this is it, sugar dunes. So far so good. I know how to use the car this time.
Oh, good job! Добре си го настрати.
Oh my god, I was a bit stressed.
Driving through the sand dunes is an adventure on its own. You can easily get stuck here. But the breathtaking scenery of the sugar dunes makes the challenge absolutely worth it. We are celebrating our arrival to this secluded part of Oman with an alcohol-free beer.
This is one of the best sunsets so far in Oman. On my right there is the Arabian Sea, and on the left the sugar dunes. And we're really glad we're camping tonight. This is what we had envisioned before coming to Oman, like driving through the desert and just stopping somewhere with a car and eat outside, sleep under the stars. So this is what we're doing tonight. I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Well, it takes some time to heat the water up because we didn't find the cover lid for our pot, but it's okay because we have a lot of time. There is no rush.
Mm-hmm. We said small portions. We're right now in Sour. It's a coastal town, like pretty cute harbor, and there's great coffee, by the way. And we can see the mountains on the backdrop, so I'm sure there's good opportunities for pictures all over the town. And yeah, it was a nice stop. We're heading now to the groceries to prepare for the last 2 nights of camping.
With only 2 nights left, there's one thing we still haven't done. Swim in one of Oman's famous wadis. And we just can't live without this experience. So today, we take an adventurous ride through the long and narrow Wadi Mibam.
Paul, how is the road?
So far so good, a bit narrow, so it's a bit of an exercise when there's a car opposite direction, but we don't need to hire no local guide. So we're here in Wadi Mibam. We drove all the way. It's a pretty steep road, and when you get there, at the end, all the locals surround you and they really try to sell their guiding services. So you have to stand firm if you don't want to hire anyone, and that's what we did. We're here alone, and I think we're getting to the wadi just behind. It's basically like a flight of stairs down in a complete oasis. Let's go.
We spot a group of tourists canyoning down the waterfall. If that's something you would like to try here, you'll definitely need a guide. But if you just want to visit the wadi and take a refreshing dip in one of its natural pools, in our opinion, you don't need one. The most adventurous part of our visit, however, is the way back. The canyon is so narrow that if another car comes from the opposite direction, one of you has to reverse for a quite long way back.
Look how many cars there are here.
This is Wadi Ashab, probably the most famous wadi in Oman. And we're coming here in the afternoon to ask what time they open tomorrow, because we want to be the first ones here.
After getting all the information we need, we take a short stroll along the windy TV beach, before heading to our wild camping spot, just 20 minutes from Wadi Ashab.
It's 6:45, we're heading there, the highway is empty. And we're just gonna get a quick breakfast in the parking and yeah, let's explore the wadi.
There is no one!
So we are officially the first ones. It's just like here's the drivers of the boat. It's such a contrast from yesterday afternoon where it was completely full, this parking lot, and even more on the street. So definitely, if you can come at 7 or 8 before the people from Muscat can get here, I think the experience is going to be much better. But we'll see. Like we haven't done it yet. We're eating our breakfast, and already it's not too cold, honestly. Like I know I'm wearing 3 layers, but just because I woke up.
The hike starts with a short but scenic boat ride, which we share with local farmers heading to the wadi early in the morning. The locals tell us that we should just keep going straight and we will reach the pools in about 45 minutes. It sounds easy enough.
So if you're planning on doing a day trip from Muscat, don't do it. Just really like rent a car, come sleep closer to here. Also, like the country is so beautiful, you don't want to be stuck in the capital. Okay, I kind of rushed because I started seeing people in the back and I wanted to maintain pole position. But now I went super far, deep in the wadi, so I have no idea if I went too far. Like on even my offline maps doesn't know where I am at the moment. It's incredible to have like this valley for yourself. I just hope I'm gonna find the parents back and have no water, nothing. Because I remember from a YouTube video someone said that if you don't know where the entrance is of like the cave system, kind of it's harder to get to. So, and I'm gonna continue 5 more minutes and then I will turn back. I don't wanna die here alone, even though it's a hell of a spot to die.
You want to say how far you went?
I went so far. Like right now I came back 15 minutes I think walking towards you, and like the map really stopped where I was.
It's not this way.
No.
Well, turns out it's not as straightforward as we expected.
We're connected with the family and now we can hear the sounds of people enjoying, probably finding the grota. So we don't see it, but must be somewhere here. Heads up, when there is this sign, I recommend you don't go further and it's time to go swim. The water is just here or there, there's different pools.
Finally, a well-deserved swim. After reaching the natural pools, we have one last mission: finding the hidden cave. Once you're in the water, you can't really miss it. Just keep going against the stream.
We finally found the grotto.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is incredible. Isn't this the narrowest cave? People with claustrophobia probably can't really do this.
This has been filmed on the phone without any cover. Good job.
Conclusion. It takes about 45 minutes. If you're going more than 45 minutes, think about it and turn back. We really loved it. It really deserves to be famous and popular, and that's why really waking up early is worth it. Now we are passing so many people on our way back that I don't think it would be that enjoyable for us, but being there first and having it all to ourselves, it was amazing. And the cave, wow, definitely the highlight of the whole trek.
Remember how this morning the parking lot was completely empty? Well, this is 11 o'clock. So we actually thought we would completely skip the sinkhole, but we're driving just past it, so we're like, okay, let's at least check it out.
So many people say it's their highlight.
Yeah, so at least let's see. And the entrance is kind of nice, very green. It's you don't need to pay. I think one of the reasons we're not so impressed with the sinkhole is that it feels like you don't really deserve it. You are just driving down the highway, you turn right, and here you are.
Yeah, it's a bit too easy. Also, we already swam today. That might be another reason why we are not so excited to change back to the wet swimsuits and go down there.
Yeah,
But
and everyone is watching you from above, so there's also this thing of you're not
no
in nature,
intimacy.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
really just next to the highway. But we don't want to be haters. Definitely,
No,
it's refreshing, and some people are really enjoying it here.
For our last night of the road trip, we have a simple plan: drive to Yiti and find a nice camping spot overlooking the coast. Sounds easy, right?
Well, this was supposed to be our last camping spot.
let's try anyway. Fuck it.
Maybe he will open for us.
Hello. Hello.
Another dead end. Thank you, Mr. Trump.
No. He's building golf courses everywhere.
We're gonna find something.
Hopefully.
You still have hope?
This is the last opportunity in the area, but I found it on Maps.me. Wild camping spot, ideal, access by 4x4 only. I have good hopes, and we have some view there.
But it seems like the water it's
Yeah, dangerously low.
Hey guys, are we going the right direction? Who
Oh,
knows?
look at his dick.
Oh wow! So even the bus made it here. Looks very popular.
Yeah.
It's not so far from Muscat, so that's the case.
This, and they close like all the other nice beaches. So what can you do? Okay, we just park here and we look at it.
Well, it turns out to be more complicated than we thought. Many areas have been privatized by large enterprises, making it hard to find an accessible, quiet spot. The only available area is packed with tourists. After some brainstorming, guys decided to push our car's limits and climb a nearby mountain just behind the crowded touristy area.
So we're picnicking, doing dinner, and we were almost done. And there's a car that came by and said, "Hey guys, we just had a barbecue, so this is for you." We've seen you up there, so we prepared some barbecue for you as well. And they brought us the full tray of like sausages, shrimps, and something else. Super nice, so hospitable. So now we're going for a second dinner.
And it's just perfect. The ideal place to spend our last night under the Omani sky. Oman, we love you!
I hope you liked watching the video. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Alenka, how do you like the trip so far?
No, sme veľmi šťastní, že nás naše deti zoberali a ukázali nám tento krásny kúsok Ománu. Because sugar views are really amazing.
And let's go, what about you?
Všetko OK, až na to, že tu majú nealkoholické pivo.